Another application of derivatives is on finding the differentials of a given function and approximation of error. So in this video, I will show you some techniques on how to find the differentials of a given function and how to approximate an error. So let us consider the function y equals f of x, and it follows from the definition of derivative and the meaning of a limit that the limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0 is equal to f prime of x, and hence delta y over delta x is equal to f prime of x plus epsilon. And this epsilon is a very, very small number as delta x is sufficiently small. Thus, the increment delta y may be written as delta y equals f prime of x times delta x plus epsilon times delta x. And since this epsilon is numerically very small, when delta x is also very small number, and then we see that delta y is given approximately by f prime of x delta x, which is what we call the differential of f of x, and this is denoted by dy or d of f of x. And since from the preceding article, the differential dy is the good approximation for delta y, in that dy, this dy, differs but very little from delta y when compared to a small change delta x in the variable x. And in fact, the limit of delta y minus dy all over delta x as delta x approaches 0 is equal to 0. And the preceding limit here is correct, since dy is equal to f prime of x delta x, and therefore this can now be written as delta y minus f prime of x delta x all over delta x, and that is equal to, by distributive property of division over addition, so delta y over delta x minus f prime of x. And as delta x approaches 0, then the limit of this equation is equal to 0. When written in functional form, the increment delta f of x is equal to f of x plus delta x minus f of x is approximately given by, this is your d f of x, and hence we can write f of x plus delta x is approximately equal to f of x plus d of f of x. Okay, so with this given information, let us consider a problem. So if y equals x to the 4 minus 2x cubed plus 9x plus 7, by using differentials, find an approximate value of y when x equals 1.997. So what we are going to do first is to choose two numbers which is greater than or less than 1.997. And we say that 1.997 is greater than 1 but less than 2. So between 1 and 2, we choose a number which is very close to 1.997, and we say it's 2. So we let x equals 2, and therefore dx is just the difference between 1.997 and 2, and that is equal to negative 0.003. And then differentiating y, so we have dy equals 4x cubed. So differentiating x to the 4 minus 2x cubed plus 9x plus 7. And that gives us 4x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9 dx. And therefore, since x equals 2 and dx is negative 0.003, we say that dy is equal to the quantity 4 times 2 cubed minus 6 times 2 squared plus 9 times negative 0.003. And with the aid of a calculator, dy is equal to negative 0.051. And therefore, when x equals 2, your y, we just replace x by 2 here. So you have y equals 2 to the 4 minus 2 times 2 cubed plus 9 times 2 plus 7. And this is equal to 25. So we can now approximate the value of y whenever x is 1.997 by applying the theorem that I presented earlier, and that is y plus dy, and that is equal to 25 minus 0.051, and that is equal to 24.949. And therefore, when y equals x to the 4 minus 2x cubed plus 9x plus 7, y is equal to 24.949 when x equals 1.997. And this is the very good approximation for the value of y when x equals 1.997. So since we are doing an approximation, then there is a term called relative error and the percentage of error. And to obtain the relative error, if dy is the error in y, and dy over y is called the relative error. And the percentage error is given by 100 times dy over y. Going back with our problem, we say that y equals 25 and dy is negative 0.051. And therefore, the percentage error or the relative error is given by dy over y, and that is negative 0.051 over 25. And again, with the aid of your calculator, that's negative 0.0024. And the percentage error, we just multiply this by 100, and that's negative 0.204%. Another problem. If the radius of a sphere is measured as 5 inches with a possible error of 0.02 inch, find approximately the greatest possible error and the percentage error and the computed value of the volume. Say we recall that the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed, and what are we going to do? We shall consider r, which changes from 5 to 5 plus or minus 0.02. This is plus or minus 0.02 because we are not sure whether the radius of the sphere increases or decreases. The only information we derive from the problem is that there is a possible error on the radius, which is 0.02. It could be less than 5, less than 5 by 0.02, or greater than 5 by 0.02. So therefore, dr is equal to plus or minus 0.02. And then differentiating the volume, we have dv equals, differentiating this with respect to r, is 4 pi r square dr. And then we now compute for dv. So we have 4 pi times 5 square, where r is equal to 5, and times dr, which is plus or minus 0.02. And again, with the aid of your calculator, this is equal to plus or minus 2 pi cubic inch. And when r equals 5, the volume of the sphere is equal to 500 pi over 3. Let me check it first. That's 5 cubed. Yeah, I think that's correct. That's 5 cubed times 4 pi over 3. And this is 125 times 4. That's 500 over 3. And therefore, the relative error is given by dv over v. And that's plus or minus 2 pi, sorry for this one, that's plus or minus 2 pi all over 500 pi all over 3, and that is plus or minus 0.012. And therefore, the percentage error is equal to plus or minus 0.012 times 100, and that is plus or minus 1.2%. Problem number 3, this time we are going to approximate the value of cube root of 26.55 by applying differentials. So what are we going to do? First is we let y equals cube root of x, since we have a cube root of 26.55 here. So there's a cube root on our function, so that's y equals cube root of x. And then we shall now locate, or we shall now differentiate y, and that is dy, and the derivative of cube root of x is 1/3 x raised to negative 2/3 dx, since cube root of x can be written as x raised to 1/3. And then by applying the power formula, so that's 1/3 x, then 1/3 minus 1 is negative 2/3. And then you just affix the x as reflected in our theorem earlier. And then what I'm going to do is I will just locate cube root of 26.55 between two numbers, and that is cube root of 8 and cube root of 27. So therefore, cube root of 26.55 should be greater than 2, that's cube root of 8, but less than 3, since and that is cube root of 27. So approximately, cube root of 26.55 is in between 2 and 3. Okay, that's 2 point something, and we shall be locating the 2, and we shall be looking for that point something. Okay. So we let x equals 27, and then therefore dx is equal to 26.55 minus 27, and that's negative 0.45. And therefore, by using this equation, dy can now be computed as 1/3 times x, that's 27, raised to negative 2/3 times dx, and that is negative 0.45. So this can be written as 1/3. I will just express this with positive power. So that's 1 over 27 raised to 2/3 times negative 0.45. And that will become negative 1 over 60. Since this will become 1 over 3 times cube root of 27 is 3 square, and that's 9. That's 1 over 9 times, then negative 0.45 can be written in fractional form as negative 45 over 100. And then you can now do the cancellation. This is 45. Okay, so that's 45 over 9. So this will become 5. Then 5 over 100, that's 20. Okay, then 20 times 3, that's 60. That's why this is negative 1 over 60. And therefore, the cube root of 26.55 is equal to y plus dy, or that's cube root of x plus dy. And then therefore, that's cube root of 27 minus 1 over 60. And cube root of 27 is equal to 3 minus 160. So therefore, that's 60 times 3. That is 180 minus 1 all over 60. And that is equal to 179 over 60. And with the aid of your calculator, this is approximately equal to 2.9833. So the value of cube root of 26.55 is 2.9833. Another one, we wish to find the value of fourth root of 83 by using differential. So in this case, we shall let y equals fourth root of x, and therefore dy equals 1/4 x raised to negative 3/4 dx. And we shall now locate fourth root of 83 in between fourth root of 81 and fourth root of 256. And therefore, fourth root of 83 is in between 3, that's fourth root of 81, and 4, that's fourth root of 256. And we shall now choose between 81 and 256, which one is closer to 83, and that is 81. So we shall use x equals 81, and therefore dx is 83 minus 81, and that is equal to 2. So therefore, dy is now written as 1/4 times 81 raised to negative 3/4 times the differential in x, that's dx. And with the aid of a calculator, dy is equal to 1 over 54. And finally, the cube root of 83 is equal to y plus dy, or fourth root of 83 is equal to y plus dy, or fourth root of x plus dy. And that can be written as fourth root of 81 plus 1 over 54. And fourth root of 81 is equal to 3 and plus 1 over 54. And therefore, fourth root of 83 is equal to, or approximately equal to, 163 over 54.